Hello everyone, welcome to Two Bears High Five, and we are going to be talking about the weapons of Fallout.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, your host, Goldbeer.
And we're back at it again. It is your favorite rat, Squeak.
Squeak squeak. So ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about our favorite weapons in Fallout and what we think about the weapons in general. So gentlemen, what is your favorite weapon to slash, cut, and blow your enemies away?
My favorite weapon of all, in all of the Fallouts, that's a hard question, but honestly, the handmade rifle from Fallout 4, the new Nuka-Cola DLC. Nuka World DLC, fuck it. Yeah, that one.
Anyone want to take a guess why?
Maybe because I'm Slovak, and I'm
yeah.
honestly, like, the second that was honestly the main reason I bought the DLC. In one of the, I was literally
That's the
looking
main reason
through.
everyone bought the DLC.
So basically, I literally looked up some of the pictures for the DLC because I was like, okay, Nuka, well, this looks pretty interesting. It can be a raider, and I just saw, is that an AK? I'm buying it. I'm fucking buying it.
Yep.
I literally saw the picture, not joking, stood up and bought the fucking game.
Just shut the fuck up and take my money, bitch.
That was literally how it was. It was amazing.
I will spread glorious communism with this.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want me to buy your game, just have an AK in it, and I'll buy it.
He felt the hammer and sickle in his soul. Spread well for the commune.
So what about you, Squeak? What's yours?
Okay, I have to say, because my first Fallout game would have been Fallout 3, I would have to say the Chinese pistol, because, fuck me, I have a hard time finding ammo for high caliber stuff. Always find ammo for that thing, and it got me out of so much shit.
Isn't the Chinese pistol the one, like the knockoff?
The
Mauser?
worst?
Oh, yes.
Isn't that a
But-
piece of shit?
Well, actually, to be fair, in the game, it's an actual Mauser because the way it's reloaded. The Chinese one would have the box magazine, so
Mhm.
you actually pull that out.
Oh. I honestly did not expect like a weapon like that to be your favorite.
But to be fair, anytime I pop out of the vault, that's usually the first thing I find anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my favorite gun in real life.
Because
So
I,
how did I make my Mauser a weak weapon?
I still remember my first playthrough of Fallout 3, when I popped out of the vault, because I forgot to grab, like, pistols, the 10mm pistols from the security guards. So I literally had, like, a quarter damaged one. 10mm with quarter health left. So I got, besieged by raiders when I popped out, because they were throwing, like, hand grenades and all that at me. So my equipment got destroyed. So I ran into a building, like opened a random cabinet, and there it was, just the Chinese pistol. I went, taking this, and the barbarian saved my ass with low health.
The
So I literally was there going, I'm taking this, I'm using it, and it saved me. So I just kept it.
So Red, what about you?
The hunting rifle, the good old reliable hunting rifle.
Yes, Fallout 3. That is, when it comes to like Fallout 3 weapons, that's my favorite in Fallout 3. Any background story on why?
I just love bolt action rifles.
All right, pretty simple, straightforward. I like that.
No story, no epic adventure of how it got you out.
Well, it has got me out of plenty of situation. Like I remember fighting for the streets, only having like a few bullets and stuff, shooting at them, shooting at the mutants and stuff, aiming for headshots and stuff like that. That was so fun.
That's great. A lot of great memories shooting stuff. So another thing is when I got the rifle, like the handmade rifle, the unique version you can buy from the trader. I forgot what it's called, but I took that. modded the shit out of it, make it look like a Dragunov practically
Yep.
without the scope. Actually, it was a red dot. And of course, then because I wanted to get the good guy ending, I proceeded to massacre everyone with it, and that was my favorite moment with it.
Oh, so you got very familiar with that weapon by the end of it.
Yes, when you get quite familiar with a weapon when you get a lot of kills. And, I got very familiar with that weapon in less than, I'd say like 20 minutes because I massacred the entire raider population. And then I went to every other place that I captured and massacred the raiders everywhere. I wiped out the raiders with that gun.
You would have served the Soviet Union well, my friend.
You know what? I have to ask this, since we already stated our favorite weapons, and I know right well all of us would have like 100 or so hours just playing with that certain weapon. What is your favorite characteristic, or what's the thing you picked up of how that weapon acts?
I didn't quite understand the question.
You know how in various games weapons have different behaviors?
Yeah.
What did you pick up on using that weapon for 100 hour plus? Because with me, with the Chinese pistol, okay, I know a lot of people don't like slow fire rates on a lot of weapons, but I kind of like it with the Chinese pistol because that means I'm not. Usually when I pull that out, it's because I panic or something surprised me. I went down on the D-pad. So I like that because it's the slow fire rate because it makes sure I don't waste ammo just spraying and praying.
All right. When it comes to the handmade rifle, every single rifle, I rarely do automatics because I prefer to conserve ammo and just, I prefer for each bullet, even if it's like a very slow fire rate, to do as much damage as possible. And I modified the handmade rifle accordingly, basically into a sniper rifle hybrid assault rifle. You know what I mean? Practically a battle rifle. And honestly, I just love the aesthetics, even from the start when what's it called? The compartment where the bolt is in. You know what I mean? The spring and everything. Well, that's open. Like, I'm a huge fan of just that aesthetic for some other reason, and I loved it.
It's cathartic, but you love that you could see how everything works.
Yeah, that's probably it. What about you, Red?
Are we talking about melee weapons now? Yeah.
Of your favorite weapon, what's like when it comes to aesthetics? Like, what did you like?
Or gameplay,
I liked how old it looked, like the steel, and it's all rusted apart and it's barely holding together.
Yeah, I agree.
Yet it's still very effective.
I like how it literally looks like you found parts exploring the wasteland. You put the thing together, and it's the most accurate one out of everything.
The barrel should be so unbelievably warped that you cannot make an accurate shot to save your life.
I'm pretty sure the ammo is so old that it would most likely explode.
That too.
Like inside, just destroying your gun and injuring you. But still, yeah, I love that aesthetic with your weapon because it just fits so well compared to certain other weapons.
Yeah.
So actually speaking, what is your least favorite weapon? Or maybe like a weapon you just had a horrifically bad experience with?
Ooh. I can't remember what energy weapon it was. Actually, no. The 223 weapon. What do you call it? That gun.
Oh, that gun. Yeah.
I've never personally liked the minigun myself.
Yeah, same. Actually, my story when it comes to that, I went to University Point in Fallout 4 with a minigun, And my dumbass thought, I have a minigun, I'm gonna kill everything. No. Absolutely did not go that way. I kept shooting into one guy, and I probably put multiple hundred bullets into him, like one of the Sims, and he was fine. Not even half of his fucking health dropped. Like, Jesus fuck. Yeah, so from that point on, I just never use miniguns. Like, literally never, even like Fallout New Vegas. I never used the minigun. I just used the 5mm assault rifle instead.
Oh no, the one in Fallout 4 is a lot better, but that's probably because there isn't conditioning.
Yeah, true. Although I honestly miss that. Like, it's always at the back of your mind, just like, okay, I have to scavenge for this part. You know, I have to make sure my weapon is gonna run perfectly. And I also love like, if your weapon was just really low durability or even like halfway when it starts to jam, you know, in certain firefights, that's gonna wrap up the intensity. Especially if it's like a really close fight. I love it. I love that, and I really miss it.
Then again, I can't understand why they got rid of weapon conditioning because thing is, after a certain while, you're just carrying duplicates of the same weapon, or like have
Yeah,
so
true.
many caps, you go off to a person and just get it repaired.
Yeah, that is true. Like, there are certain weapons where the durability makes it like just not worth using at all because it's so expensive to repair, or just it's impossible to get another one. That is definitely true.
Or could you imagine having to repair the pipe weapons? Oh dear.
Oh god. I mean, like in Fallout 4, I think you can just use some metal and wood instead and just repair it. You don't have to carry multiple other weapons, just, you know, not like in Fallout 76, where it took a bullshit amount of components to fix a weapon. Make them, you know, a lot less. A slightly lower requirement, pretty much. Would have made it a lot better.
Funny thing, I just thought of something from Fallout 4 as a missed opportunity, or a missed opportunity they had in Fallout 4, among many.
Yes.
So that's saying
Many
something.
missed opportunities.
Yeah, you know the character of Kate?
Yeah,
Why the fuck did they not give her a Harley?
true.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing.
She would actually do damage for once.
Yes.
The red.
Okay, one thing. You know, like companions, when they're let's be honest, I'd say the majority of companions' weapons that they use are practically fucking useless.
Yeah.
Especially in Fallout 4. Piper, great companion, shit weapon. Nigga Valentine, an amazing companion, my favorite, but has a piece of shit of a weapon.
And let's not even talk about Dog Meat's teeth.
Oh god. I mean, they can be useful, like for temporarily incapacitating them, but still.
Yeah,
not great.
that's probably the only good thing about Dog Meat, to be fair.
Yeah, and you can have like the Lone Wanderer perk along him.
Yeah, to be fair, the companions were really enough. The companions were expanded upon in Fallout 4, and too bad everything else wasn't.
Yeah, you can give them certain orders, and you can actually like communicate with them a lot more.
Never mind giving them commands not to block the doorway.
God damn it,
That was
Bethesda.
also a good thing.
I wish there was literally just get the fuck out, like a companion, and just move. I really wish that was a thing. Bethesda, make Fallout 5 like that. You can literally just copy everything. If you just put in that command, I'll fucking buy it and I'll be happy.
Don't you mean Obsidian?
Oh yeah, Obsidian. Of course.
Hopefully.
I wish.
I mean, it's closer now to being a reality than in the past 10 years, but that's off track.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, what game has your favorite weapons in it?
I'm guessing that's as a collection.
Well, everyone has favorite weapons because, you know, some games they have them, they don't. Because I have to say, I really like the 10mm pistol. I don't know what pistols and saving my life. Because with the starter the 9mm starter pistol, thank you, English, that you get. I remember buying so much ammo for that. You know that place? This is my first time playing New Vegas. So you know that place where all the Deathclaws are?
Yeah.
I don't know if I told the story before, but... Well, I'll do it as a recap anyway. Just going... Oh, that's a Deathclaw. Oh, that's many Deathclaws. Oh, fuck. And just hiding on top of glitching myself on top of a rock where they can't me. Well, where they can't get me. I remember this grabbing every rifle or grenade I have, or the sticks of dynamite. Just constantly trying to kill Thingamy. But the Deathclaws are not there. I remember there was like what, two Deathclaws left? 2 or 3 Deathclaws left? I ran out of every other animation but 9mm, so I just sat there with the start of 9mm just going, die, just repeatedly firing, reloading. And I spent like, what, 15 minutes trying to kill the remaining Deathclaws.
I'm not gonna lie. Mines are probably the most at least for me personally, it's the most underutilized thing in the entirety of my arsenal. But when I use it, I tell myself, why don't you just use this more? Okay, out in the wasteland, they're not that effective because they're very open ground stuff, and you'd have to put at choke points. But indoors, they just dominate.
Yes.
Especially since the AI isn't built in to recognize that there are mines there, so they just run up as the...
I like how you can literally just place down a mine. It's a plasma mine. It's very, very visible. You can see it from miles away. NPCs will still run towards it. It's amazing.
Great, yeah, now you're reminding me of those bottle cap mines. Yeah, those are fun.
Oh god, imagine if like in future Fallouts, like the NPCs like instantly see that you place down a mine, and the second you place it, they just shoot it, killing you.
Okay, we do not need Halo Reach AI. We do not need elite AIs doing the roundhouse kicking ya.
Could you imagine if the AI in Fallout was actually intelligent?
Oh god, that would make the game actually difficult as shit.
Boy,
like really difficult.
Not even. It's like the fact that say whoever the fuck makes the newest Fallout game, and they say nothing about it, and everyone's expecting the AI to be as smart as they are in the previous games. They placed down a mine, he disabled it.
Oh
he disabled
god.
it. He fucking disabled it.
Like the only way you could either hide a mine, you would have like a concealment thing, and that would be pretty cool, but then again that would just make everything a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, do I need to remind you that the amount of enemies that I have to deal with spawn with rocket launchers or just some high explosive?
Yeah, but Squeak,
Yeah, true.
You don't matter.
I do not need some buttering kamikaze low-level enemies running at me going or.
Can we just talk about the DIY rifles in Fallout 4?
Oh god.
Just they would never work in real life. Even if they would, they're more likely to kill you.
Yeah.
How about the fact that game was overly reliant on them?
True. Although it makes sense that after a certain amount of time, people would make their own weapons. Although I doubt people would be able to make a literal machine gun with a drum mag and a fucking red dot. I highly doubt it.
I mean, I don't know, those wasteland engineers, my friend.
Okay, if you're one of those wasteland engineers, you probably have a god knows what contraption that can defend against an army of Deathclaws.
Never
Of course, like,
mind.
you know, that's the funny thing. Like, we um we haven't, like, in the Boston area, we haven't built up these huge communities. We only have one real big community. Well, technically three, but those other two don't really matter. But no, nothing happens there, especially on Bunker Hill.
Yeah.
But we know how to make bloody drum mags, machine guns out of wood and steel.
It's so fucking true. You have raiders making the shittiest bases on the planet and just making it retarded.
While in real life, like the real world example of like DIY I can think of is like all single shot stuff, and like they're all highly dangerous.
Yeah.
Like the ones
Like-
in like the ones that like hunters make in like South Africa and stuff are really interesting.
Yeah, that is true. One thing that I have to say about Fallout weapons is my least favorite had to be in 76. I hated the fucking legendary weapon system.
Oh dear,
And
what have
even
they done?
in like Fallout 4-ish, I hated it, but not too much. Where in Fallout 76 you were just grinding the fucking shit for the god knows what overpowered bullshit one-shot shotgun. Which in PvP you killed everyone and I hated it. Like when they said that they're gonna add more DIY weapons, I was expecting a lot more melee combat and like interesting and like just DIY mods for like machetes, baseball bats, and just make the player more reliant on that aspect of survival.
Well, maybe if they updated the melee system.
I really wish like 76, like a giant opportunity when it comes to combat is like it doesn't make sense for them to get such bullshit fucking weapons out already.
Actually, can we all say this? Just get it out of the way. The melee weapons in Fallout, even though if they're good, they're still part of a shit system, which is kind of buggers them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
melee system in Fallout needs to be reworked. Needs work, but it needed it back in 2008.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, to be fair, I'll give this to New Vegas, where you learn like new moves and all that there.
Yeah, that is true. That
And
is
like, oh,
a great thing.
Oblivion also done that well. Of hey, the more you practice in this thing, you unlock certain moves that you can do. Compared to it being bare bones as slash slash slash. I love the combat knife. Dear God, I wish I have more than one animation for it.
Yeah. Like some interest, yeah, definitely. Like I think they should add, especially with the new engine.
Yeah, well, everyone thinks they should have a new engine. Are they gonna do it? Probably not.
Yeah, like the fact is, because they have a new engine, they can easily put in more animations for the melee weapons and make them like interesting, like a maybe slash combo, or like interesting things, and maybe like a kill thing. Like the second you're gonna kill them, you have like an interesting animation, like a combo to neck, chest, whatever. That'd be definitely really cool, and make multiple of them, unique to every type of weapon.
Like a combo system would be great. Just hey, if you do this, this, and this, you get to do this here thing that does a lot of damage or something. Or like give things more oomph or more characteristics, because like the baseball bat, the sledgehammer, and all that basically all has the same animation.
It's so true.
They should
But-
make the Have you ever played Mountain Blade? Well, I know Goldbeard has, but have you ever played Mountain Blade?
I can't say I have.
Well, look up the gameplay for it, because I think the combat, at least whenever it comes to fighting human beings, should be like that. Now, how is that going to apply to animals? Just swing, 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 and hope to God that you kill it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking for honor, but a wee bit of a polish here, please.
Yeah, just the melee system definitely needs work. And the thing is, like, although it makes sense, like, I think going back to melee weapon should happen a lot more in Fallout. Because 90% of the time, you get that overpowered weapon you just love, and you use that, and that's it. And now you're the most overpowered beast in Fallout. And I think, like, when it comes to at least weapons, there's that lack of challenge. And, like, the late game.
Of course, the problem is the late game is sort of like, how could you do that though? How could you do it and make it feel good for the player? Like you have to,
Yeah. It's really hard to do. Like, extremely hard, so yeah.
like
Yeah.
you'd have to make the player feel accomplished, but at the same time still challenging them.
Yeah, that's very hard.
Because, like, late levels anyway, you're supposed to be this, like, legendary survivor who's been through thick and thin. So,
I can
Yeah, but you
think of-
shouldn't be, like, able to take on 50 Death Claws.
I can think of one way.
I done it with a 9mm pistol. So,
No, I was going to say, like, could you not just give the player a difficulty level, or no, like give them like a difficulty slider. So have it have it at like medium or whatever the developers intended you to play the game, and then you can have it easier or harder, and that can be player choice. So if you feel that you're not being challenged anymore, but that still wouldn't change the. I guess that still wouldn't change the problem about switching with different weapons.
here's the thing though. To actually have actual challenge, you don't make enemies bullet sponges, or just increase number values.
The thing
If you
is,
really
like,
want-
Stalker, if you want a good example of that, check out Stalker Anomaly. Even if you're late game, you're gonna revert to your knife if a guy gets too close. Because he can literally bash your weapon out of your hand, and at that point you're fucked. The only thing you can do, take out your knife and slash him. Your weapon can, even at good quality, can still jam and have like a hard jam while you have to turn to your sidearm or your other weapon. Make combat very intense and a lot more rewarding. So yeah, Fallout devs, check out Stalker Anomaly.
Yeah,
Gonna help
but
you out
the
a
thing
lot.
with that, it's just that's the enemy AI being competent.
Yeah, that is true.
So, thing is though, Bethesda really needs to up their AI game. This makes getting weapons and not there far more useful, or more useful in certain situations.
Honestly, like, I think although it can be kind of cancerous at certain times, like, let's say like an enemy can run up to you. If you have a rifle, he can bash it out of your hand, and just like forcing you to revert to a different type of weapon, or just use like maybe a quick melee thing, or just use your quick melee.
Well, you have to give and take, because if you want to make AI a bit more competent, really depends. Do you want them to cheat? Or do you just want them to, like, put the player in certain situations?
I would love it if like back whenever Fallout 4 was coming out, I had so many ideas for the game, and just now that I'm thinking about it off the top of my head, one was like, imagine every time you went to sleep in an area, the game would give you, before you went to sleep, the game would say you have this % chance, or maybe even it wouldn't even tell you. It would just be like
Depending where you sleep, if you're in a safe zone, you'll wake up fine. If you sleep in the middle of the wasteland, there's a chance that you'll wake up and someone's gonna kill you, or you're gonna die in your sleep because a guy stabbed you or choked you or something,
something
or
like
even
that.
just stole some of your things.
Oh, great. Now you just remind me of Oblivion when I go, oh, no,
That's
this cap
literally
is...
how it is in Stalker. You can literally just wake up and have a fucking pack of dogs around you.
You did not get out of here, Stalker. Now I will make you.
No, it's just... A random mud crab is preventing you to sleep. I go to sleep. Enemies have respawned. Oh,
I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Squeak, you told me about that one time, but we what's like the meme weapon that you like to use, just for a bit of fun?
A wab? What? The Wabbajack? What?
No, the meme weapons, so like the one you go around. It's a stupid weapon to have. Maybe it's not practical at all, but it's
And
fun
you
to
just
kill
have fun
people
with it.
You're not helping me here.
Just a weapon. That's just fun to shoot. You go around and just kill everything, and it's
So
fun
think
to
of
use.
something like the Wabbajack or the Junk Jet or
A fun weapon, not exactly practical, but fun to use.
Oh, the grenade launcher.
Oh
Thumper.
yes.
The grenade launcher thumper. I run around with that, just go poof.
Oh god.
Here's
Same
40
here.
millimeters for you! Boop, boop.
Same here. It's for me. It has to be either the grenade launcher or the Tesla beaten cannon from Fallout New Vegas. I don't use it a lot, but when I do, it's just for fun. Or
Wait.
of course the automatic grenade launcher.
I just remembered, there's no grenade launcher in 4.
Rip.
Why is there no grenade launcher?
Yeah,
It has to be, surely.
I don't think so.
it's retarded. I don't know.
I'm double checking. I feel ripped if there isn't.
There's gotta
Either
be
none of
a-
us have found it, or
I'm checking this out. Hold on.
this is something that I'm actually really interested in about. What the hell?
I don't think there actually is.
Bethesda, what in God's blazing balls did you do? Nope, there ain't none.
So first, you don't give.
God damn it, Bethesda, what the fuck?
So first, you don't give Kate a Hurley. Okay, that's understandable. Then you don't even add in a grenade launcher. What the fuck were they doing whenever they developed this game?
I don't know.
And the pipe weapons?
Yes. Highly customizable, highly impractical. I watched a video where an actual guy, like a gun expert, actually described that the bolt, when it closes, because of the amount of force like a bullet would put on the system, would literally rip off and get jammed in your neck, killing you if you tried to fire the thing. Just to give an example of just, it's literally more likely to kill you than the enemy.
Now that we
What
found
else?
out there was no grenade launcher in Void, or just reminded ourselves there's no grenade launcher, what other stuff do they not have?
Oh god. God damn it. Although a really fun gun that I also like using was the laser RCW, basically the laser Tommy gun in Fallout New Vegas. It was just for fun. It's like a sort of a space gangster thing.
Yeah, another thing about that is
Okay, that just sounds awesome though.
The space gangster in Fallout.
Basically.
I mean, that's literally how I was on the strip. I took a suit, fedora hat, and our laser RCW. It looked like a fucking gangster in the casinos. It was amazing. So, Red, what's your favorite fun weapon?
the mini nuke.
Of course.
Yes.
To no one's surprise.
Merv. The Merv modification, the 2 times that you're. Now what's like the most you can fire out of that thing?
Like
Nukes.
like you can probably fire like one shot every 20 seconds.
No, like with the modification, the Merv.
Don't know. I don't modify my mini nukes. I just blast them.
It's just fires multiple nukes. And you have the 2 times
Oh,
the
right,
modifier.
the Merv. Now I remember what you're talking about. The one that fires 8 in one go.
Yes. 8. And now imagine having the 2 times modification, where it fires 2 bullets instead of 1. Now you're firing 2 nukes instead of 1.
So,
So that's 16.
I imagine the nerve has crashed many a PC.
Yes, definitely. I can literally imagine someone just like getting the unique version, modifying with the Merv, just being like, "Oh, there's a behemoth. I'm about to one shot this motherfucker into the moon and beyond." The Merv one shot at the behemoth and one shot at your computer.
Ah, just like when the nukes first dropped.
Amazing.
Hey, no. Hey, nothing better like the smell of radiation in the morning.
And well, folks, that's enough of our rambling about our favorite weapons and such, and your misgivings. Hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you can tell us what your favorite weapons and their stories are.
Write it down in the comment below.
Yes, please. We'll see you all next week.
See you next week, and don't get blown up by a fat man.
Sorry.
Or a bunch of raiders with high-level equipment for some
Yes.
reason.
Or a
Sorry.
super mutant at the start with a missile launcher.
Look, I didn't mean to blow up that office building. All right, it was an accident.
Have a great day, people.
All right, bye.